Coming into the present moment is probably the single most important thing we can do for our emotional health. We have to be extra willing to be uncomfortable in those vulnerable places. September 11th, 2001. I walk into my parents' house when I look on the TV and I saw a plane hit a building. I was like, hey, Mom, what movie are you watching? She was like, that's the news. I don't know, something hit me when I saw that, and I ended up joining 2 months later. The military was the first place that I found a positive part of myself. In school, it's just training. You're like, okay, step A through step Z, you do this and everything's fine. Well, when I was in Iraq, what I didn't seem to understand at the time was when you get into a situation when it's real, I mean, like the real possibility of death is staring you at the face, that hits everybody different. People do one of three things. They fight, they flight, or they freeze. Well, I froze. That's, I think, where my PTSD really started. Whatever was buried way deep under there, all just came up at the same time like a tidal wave. We store trauma in our physical bodies. In our central nervous system, it travels through our fascia, and the memory of the emotion gets trapped in there. So the reason why we have anxiety, the reason why we have depression, the reason why we feel sluggish or don't feel any joy for life is because our physiological body is literally holding on to the past. That's why when they say, like, stop holding on to it, just let it go. Well, how do you let it go? You have to get your mind in the present moment. The number one thing that is required for the ability to heal from PTSD is a safe space. This is probably the single best method that I've seen so far with what Brandon is building, to be able to bring all these things to light and to really, truly help people. Veterans of our country, they want to be leaders. After I got out of the military, I decided that I wanted to understand PTSD. Understand my own mind, because I refused to be another statistic that I saw some of my friends go through. Now I know and see that that is my purpose in this world, taking your pain and alchemizing it into power.